friends, I'm Walker and welcome back to Olive Ave Nails, where we talk about vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. Today I'm going to be sharing all of the polishes that I wore in May. I had never really kept track of what I wore in a given time frame, month, whatever, and so this was the first time that I tried to do this, and every time I painted my nails I set that polish aside, and I feel like I learned a lot. Number one, I learned that I don't wear as many polishes as I thought I did, and I mean, what I mean by that is I do change my polish pretty frequently, but when I look at how many polishes are in this little box where I set aside the ones that I wore for this month, it's not that many when I think about how many I own. And so it really prompted me to think about if there are polishes in my collection that I do not want to wear, that I don't need, should I destash them? And I've started destashing a little bit more frequently, I think because in part of this experiment, I just learned that I don't wear that many total polishes in a month. So that was really helpful for me. The other thing I learned is that I really dictate what I'm wearing based on the videos that I'm making. I very rarely just pick a random polish to wear, which I think makes sense when you think about it, but it made me think about like what kind of videos I want to be making so that I'm bringing in more polishes into, you know, my monthly manicures. And I do have some in here that I just picked to wear because I was excited to wear them, or whatever I was filming I didn't really want to wear. You know, for example, earlier this week I was filming my dark purple comparison and I didn't really want to wear like a super dark, almost black purple because it's May, almost June, and so I just pulled a random one to wear. So I feel like I learned a lot about how I make my decisions about what I'm gonna wear, and so I'm gonna try and walk you through that as I go through these polishes. Let me know down below how many polishes you think you wear in a month. I would love to hear if I'm on par with some of you or if I wear way more or way less. I know some of you do change your polish like almost every day, and so I'm sure there are some of you that wear way more than I do, but let's dive in and see what I wore in May. So at the end of April, I was swatching the Barefoot collection and the Orly Euphoria collection. And so actually the first polish or first manicure that I wore was this combo. It's Brittney Beach and What's the Big Teal from the Orly Euphoria collection, which was for summer 2019. And I love this combo. I think it is absolutely stunning. I put it on just for my swatch photos when I was actually filming that video, but I knew that I definitely needed to wear this again. And so I want to say actually that I was wearing It's Brittney Beach like towards the end of April, and then I just added What's the Big Teal like at the beginning of May. And so I think I actually wore my base of It's Brittney Beach for several days, like 4 days maybe. But I love this combination. I want to wear it again this summer. I don't know that I will get it back out, but I really, really love this combination. All right, and then I was taking swatch photos for my purple comparison series, and so I have a couple purples in here. Usually what I do when I sit down to swatch polishes, I don't know if I've talked about this before on my channel, like my process, but usually I'll sit down, I'll swatch like 6 or 8, 10 polishes depending on, you know, how much I need to get through, and I will kind of pick one of those that I'm going to be swatching that I know I want to wear as a full manicure, and I will save that for last. So I will take all my swatch photos of the other, you know, 5 polishes, say, and then the one that I know I want to wear, I save for last. I do my full manicure, and then I take my photos of that manicure. So it's kind of just how I pace myself when I'm swatching, and I just put the one that I want to wear last and make sure that I put that one on as a full manicure. So that's what happened here. I had a couple days where I was doing some purple swatches. The first time that I sat down to do some swatches, the one that I chose to wear was KIEKO. I really enjoy this one. I liked all the polishes from this group. It was like this one and Lois and Yvette and some other kind of like warm toned purples. These are the ones that I really, really like. I like the ones that are, you know, a little bit warmer, but are still purple. Like they're not quite pink yet, they're still purple. So I really like this category. KIEKO, I think this was the first time that I wore this one, and I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed this one. I didn't want to take it off, but I was trying to, you know, get myself to wear some other polishes. So the next time I sat down to swatch, the one that I decided to put on was MIRA. And I chose MIRA not because I thought I was going to love it, but because I was trying to stretch myself a little bit. I knew that I really didn't love these cool toned purples on me, but I wasn't sure if I had ever actually, you know, worn that many of them, or I just assumed I didn't like them. And so I tried to stretch myself by putting on MIRA. I will say, I mean, the formula on this polish is great. It's a Zoya cream, so most of them are phenomenal. I liked this one. I don't know, the cool tone, I don't know that it clashes with my skin tone. I don't know. I feel like people can wear whatever colors they want to. It's just whether you think it looks good or not. And this one, to me, they just feel flat. And maybe that is a skin tone thing, right? Like it's flat because I don't have whatever tone is supposed to make it look fun on my skin tone. I don't feel this way when I see them on other people, but when I see them on myself, they feel very flat and kind of boring. So I don't know, I liked MIRA, but it's not my favorite. If I had to pick a purple to wear, this would not be it. All right, and then I really wanted to wear something lighter. I feel like I didn't wear a ton of spring colors this spring, and it's still spring here technically for like 3 more weeks, and so I wanted to get some more like pastel shades on my nails, and so I used Londontown Lacquer Chuffed to Bits. I also did this one in my Paint My Nails With Me video for May, and so you already saw this on my channel, but I really like this one. It's super light and super, I don't know, like bright blue. It is more blue than Zoya's blue, if that makes sense. So they're both kind of this pastel blue, but Zoya's blue is a little bit more white. So I really like Chuffed to Bits. I had not worn this one. I had gotten it, Londontown Lacquer did a sale, I don't know, maybe in like January or something, and I picked up 3 or 4 from them. I think 4. I think I picked up 4 from them in that sale. And this is one of them, and I just love blue, and so I often buy blues when I'm trying a new brand because it's a polish that I know I'm gonna enjoy. And so Chuffed to Bits is really nice. I wore it in 2 coats. It has a beautiful formula, and if you wanna see more about this polish, you can watch that Paint My Nails With Me video. I'll put it up in the cards over here, one of these 2 places. There will be a link to that video. All right, and then I sat down to try and swatch some more purples, and I have to say I tried to get myself to wear a cool tone purple again. This one is Serenity, and I actually kind of liked this one a little bit more than I liked MIRA. It's a little bit deeper, and so I think I enjoyed it being a little bit darker. It didn't feel quite seasonally appropriate. It was like a little bit too dark, but this one has a great formula. I wore it in 2 coats. I think I liked it a little bit more than I liked MIRA. But again, I'm probably not gonna pull for these cool tones that often. All right, and then these next 3, really, I was trying to pull some spring in. I just wanted some bright colors. I didn't want to wear any more cool tone purples. And so I wanted to pull out some of my Society Whip polishes. I have a bunch of them that I've never gotten photos of. And so this first one is a really pretty kind of turquoisey color. Kind of turquoisey, I think. This is called You Can Never Be Overeducated or Overdressed. I said that backwards. You Can Never Be Overdressed or Overeducated is what this one is called. It's a really pretty color. The formula on this is gorgeous. I feel like I probably could have gotten this one opaque in 1 coat. I did a 2nd coat just because I'm kind of a creature of habit. I very rarely wear just 1 coat, but this one was super nice, super easy to apply. The Society Whip formula is a little bit thicker than kind of like mainstream creams are. So if you're used to Zoya, these might be a little bit thicker for you, but honestly, I don't find them hard to apply. Like they don't, I don't know how to describe this. They don't like glob together. They do spread really evenly over the nail. They self-level really well. So they're a little bit thicker, which I think just means you have to be a little bit careful in your application, but I don't find them hard to apply. So this is 2 coats of You Can Never Be Overdressed or Overeducated. All right, and then I wore one of my first Zoyas that I ever purchased. This is Tulip, and I picked this one again because I wanted to find some kind of lighter, brighter shades, and I'm also just trying to get photos of all of my polishes this year in 2019. I'm making pretty good progress. You know, I could be doing better, but I'm making pretty good progress, and Tulip is one that I knew I had worn before, and so I wasn't gonna reach for it, you know, probably anytime soon because I want to get on ones that I haven't worn, but I knew that I didn't have a nice swatch photo of this. So I wore Tulip. It was a little disappointing, to be honest. The formula is just not that good. I know it looks kind of like I'm maybe wearing it today, but I'm not. We'll get there. Tulip is just a little hard to apply. In my opinion, it doesn't self-level super well, and so you get kind of these like streaky patches. I don't know, it's fine, but it's not my favorite. I do think I learned my lesson, and the next time I wear this, I will put a wide brush in it because I think that will make it easier to apply. But I don't know, Tulip, not my favorite. Some of these like older shimmers, I just think don't have the greatest formulas. And I don't want to wear a shimmer unless the shimmer's obvious. Like I'm not, this one's so subtle in here. I think in my swatch photo, you probably can't even tell that there's shimmer. And I feel like I don't want to fight with this formula if the payoff is not good. So Tulip, it's fine. It's fine. All right, and then because I'm a glutton for punishment, I decided to apply Jordan, which is also kind of notorious for having a pretty bad formula. This one is like chalky. It's hard for me to get opaque. I don't know. I've heard some people say that it's not hard for them to get this one opaque, but I did not love this one. And did I put a wide brush in this one? Nope, of course not. So I really think that some of these like whiter, lighter colors, thinner formulas need the wide brush to be easy to apply. So I will probably put a wide brush in Jordan. I liked the color payoff on this. It is so pretty. It's so light and pastel. It's like the perfect pastel pink, but I just found this one really hard to work with. So I wore Jordan. Again, I pulled it out because I wanted to try and get out some more springy colors before we get full on into summer, but I probably will not wear this one again until I put a wide brush in it. All right, and then I actually had wanted to wear this one when I wore the other Society Wit. I wanted to wear this one, but I felt like I just wore a light blue polish, so I waited a couple of days. This one is Dear Will You Water the Hydrangeas, and I want to say this is from last year's spring collection, the Botanist at Heart collection, pretty sure. And this one is a really nice soft light blue. This one is very similar to Chuffed to Bits, the other light blue that I wore recently. I would say Chuffed to Bits is a little bit more periwinkle. There's like a touch of purple in here that Dear Will You Water the Hydrangeas doesn't have. But I really like light blue polish. I think these like super white based blues are my favorites to wear ever. And so I don't mind having several of them. This one has the kind of the classic Society Wit formula. Like I said, it's a little bit thicker, but it does self-level really easily. Okay, and then I have a polish that I'm just gonna have to insert a picture here because I realized I destashed it after I wore it, and I posted it on my destash page and it sold pretty quickly. It's already shipping to the person that it belongs to. Maybe they've already gotten it. And then when I sat down to film this video, I realized that number one, I should have kept it for a couple more days because it was supposed to be in this video. And number two, I didn't get a swatch photo of it. So I'm gonna just put a little bottle shot here, and then I will link to the Paint My Nails video that I did with that polish. The polish that I'm talking about is Dimension Nails Lemon Sorbet, and I like this polish. In the Paint My Nails With Me video where I talked about this polish, I showed you all of my other light yellows, and yes, they're all different, but I just decided that I don't actually need that one, and Dimension Nails doesn't make it anymore, which means that it's not helpful for comparisons, right? Like I'm not going to, it is trash day, so picking up trash in my neighborhood. So it's not one that I'm going to like recommend to you as a dupe for another brand. It's not one that I want to give to you as a comparison for another polish. So I decided I don't need it. I have enough light yellows. I really like wearing light yellow, but I have several that I really enjoy. And so I destashed it. It sold. I hope that the person who bought it is enjoying it. It is a really nice polish. I didn't destash it for any other reason than that I have enough light yellows. All right, and then I didn't buy that many polishes in May. I'm trying really, really hard to stick to a budget and to just like be really discerning about the polishes that I bring into my collection. And I did get a couple polishes from the Resort collection from Cirque Colors, and I have already posted kind of the my picks from the Resort collection video that I did, and so I'll link that up above. But the first one that I wore, and I knew this is going to be the first one that I wore like when I placed the order, this was Paloma. This is this really pretty like soft sage green with a speckle finish, and I really enjoyed this one. I wore it in 2 coats. I found it so, I don't know, all the Cirque polishes are just like a dream to work with, and this is no exception. I really enjoy the speckled finish. It feels super unique to me, but I appreciate that the speckles are not like overpowering, right? Like this is still a really nice soft polish, and the speckles just kind of add a little something extra without being like super flashy or kind of like taking over the nail. So this is 2 coats of Paloma. And then the other haul that I did in May was from Polish, and they released another set of their gold flaky polishes. This one was called the Tropics or Tropical collection, I think. And they had 4 or 5 new gold flaky polishes, and I actually only got 2 of those. And then I also got this one. This is Ballad of Lemons. I didn't really want all of the Tropics collection, but I did want some others from their site. So Ballad of Lemons is one that I got. I've already posted my like swatch my haul with me video, so I will link that up above if you want to see more of the ones that I got from Polish, but this is Ballad of Lemons. I absolutely love this. I will wear this again this summer. I'm committing to it because this super bright neon yellow with the gold flakes is just like, I don't know, it screams like beach day to me. I loved this polish. Ooh, we're almost there. Okay, so now we're talking about the polish that I'm wearing right now on my nails. We are at the end of May. Today is May 30th. Today's May 30th, yep. And I am wearing Cole. I really like this one. I did learn my lesson and I put a wide brush in this one, and it made it so much easier to apply. I am wearing 3 coats of Cole, but the wide brush allows you to just get super thin, super smooth coats, and so 3 coats was not a pain. I didn't feel like I had to wait, you know, years for it to dry, whereas I feel like sometimes when I put 3 coats on, it's like so thick that it takes so long to dry. The wide brush made it so easy to do 3 thin coats. I do have a little, I don't know, I can like see some spots that are not fully opaque, but I think having a wide brush in here is much better than not having a wide brush. and I really enjoy this color. I just feel like it works really well with my skin tone. I don't know, I really enjoy it. It makes me feel very like clean and crisp. And so I definitely am happy that I wore this one. It feels like the perfect polish for kind of bridging spring and summer. I tried to do that with a couple of the ones that I picked, and I feel like this one kind of hit that note perfectly for me. So this is Cole. All right, and then another one that I'm not going to show you a photo of, this is Jansen, and I actually am wearing this on my toes right now, but I have to draw the line somewhere, and I will not put a picture of my toes on the internet. I know some of you do, and they're beautiful. I like other people's feet, but I absolutely do not like my feet. So I went and got a pedicure. I treated myself. It was very exciting, and I brought my own polish because the salon that I like to go to is they're really great, they're really professional, they're very clean, but they don't have very many options for vegan and cruelty-free polish. They have mostly CND and OPI. And so when I go there, I like to bring my own polish, and so I brought Jansen for my toes, and I'm so happy with it. It is such a bright color, and I'm wearing Cole right now, and so Cole and Jansen really work well together. So awesome. Let me know what you wore in May, if you had any really exciting manicures. Let me know if you liked this style of video. Again, I haven't done one like this before, but I really enjoyed kind of keeping track of what I wore for the month and then getting to share it with you at the end. So let me know if you like this video. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting about nail polish. I hope that we can do it again soon. Bye.